Yeah, I know I got the air conditioner to contend with, but this is where my sprinkler control is. Now, there's really, other than being hard to get open, there's really nothing wrong with it, except for the fact that I don't understand it, and I don't necessarily want to take the time to get to understand it and program things myself when I've been spoiled by Rachio. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rip this out and replace it with the Rachio. If you need shade on your deck or patio this summer, check out Toya Grid pergola kits. You source the lumber locally and can assemble this modular system in as little as 30 minutes. Check the video description for links to videos and more information about Toya Grid. Now, I could see here this has a 24-volt transformer built into it already, and so the power comes in through the back. I can kind of see it back there. So this is the line going down to the valves in the backyard. They're over there, but it's got 6 zones, as you can see here, 1 common and the rest 6 zones. So first thing I'm going to do is, of course, take a picture of it and then figure out how I could turn that power off. Hot. Now let's turn off the breaker. Now, if my visual judge is correct, judging from the edge of my garage, I think that the power line goes right out here to right about there, I think, is where the control is. So I'm thinking it's on the same with this outlet here that is for this refrigerator, and also this outlet here. So it's a guess, but I will figure it out. That's not the one. Which one be it? That one is the one. Okay, let's go try it. I'm wrong. All right, I keep looking. All right, I figured it out. It's actually on with the kitchen lights. Go figure. But anyway, it's dead now. Now I will take this apart. Okay, it is off, and I am very carefully going to put this back so that I can put it back up if I need to when I move, whenever that time might come. You never know. So I'm not leaving the Rachio here, just like I didn't leave it in my old house. But I did leave in my Gen 2. I just brought the Gen 3 with me. I happen to have both. I'm a nice guy like that. So this, of course, is the Rachio version 3. It's a little bit dirty, but it's no worse for wear. I think it's about 2 years old I've had it. I did get this for nothing from Rachio. They wanted me to review this and upgrade for my Gen 2. But yeah, I decided to keep it, and I bought myself the outdoor enclosure for it. So I had a choice of either use the outdoor enclosure or try and find a way to bring it in the garage, but I opted for the outdoor enclosure. Thought that might be an interesting task. So now Rachio takes a different approach. There's actually an outlet in here. So it's wired on the same side, thankfully, and the wires for the sprinklers come in on the same side as the old one. But this power supply actually fits in here. So if I happen to upgrade it someday, maybe they come out with a Gen 4 and it has a different power supply, I could just plug it in there. It's just an outlet. And the only other challenge is going to be that the Rachio expects the power feed to come in from the bottom, just like the sprinkler wires. The trouble is, my builder, or whoever installed the system, decided to drill through the back of the old sprinkler. You could see this had a punch out. This was meant for feed to come in from the bottom, but they decided to drill through it. So I'm going to have to do the same thing. That'll work. I always like to verify the power is off before I touch bare wires. Alright, so this is real simple. The white goes to the white, the bare copper goes to the green one, that's the ground, and then the black goes to the black. That one I did first. So I'm going to push these in, put the cover back on. These are ready to go. Now the only thing I need to do, really, the back, the wire has a, I don't know what you want to call it, a grommet on it that fills that hole in the back there. So I'm not worried about that. But underneath, there is a hole here. I will have to go to my home center and just get a plug to fill that up. Otherwise, spiders are going to find their way up in there. Alright, now I can turn the breaker on. Alright, I plug in my little tester here and I can see I have 2 green lights. I know you can't see it, but I can see them. That means it's wired correctly with a good ground. So I'm ready to go. This really isn't going anywhere, but I'm going to put this on anyway. It was there before, so I'll put it back. Alright, we're good. Okay. So this was the one to the rain sensor, which I'm not going to use because Rachio doesn't need it. Now the holes on here perfectly line up with the holes already in the Rachio itself. So all I have to do is drive the screws in. Okay, now it's tight. Now not only did I take a picture, but I wrote exactly which wires were which. And the white one is the common, so that's going to go in first. I can do that. Those are all my zones wired exactly as they were before. Now this is the opportunity, if I wanted to, I could switch zones around. It doesn't really matter. But this is the way that I set them up, exactly as the other one. I think that makes sense. Okay, but guess what? I forgot the most important part. Now I gotta take it out. Aww. All right, now this goes in here like this. Now, I'll have you know, some guys would actually edit this out, but I don't know. I try and teach you guys from my mistakes. I'm also going to, I changed my mind about the sensor. I'm going to connect it. I don't necessarily have to activate it in the Rachio. You can disable it or enable it. But either way, I don't have to make that decision today. I don't actually remember how to wire the sensor, so I'll hold off on that for now. But for now, plug it in, get it working. And if you haven't already, and I probably have it, but you want to download the Rachio app, I have it installed, I can already open it. So it says no controllers, I'm going to say add controller. First we'll find my location. Okay, I need to scan the barcode on the controller. Scan the barcode. Hello. There we go. Make sure you're powered on. I am. It's hard to see, but you could tell the light is orange here. Probably shouldn't have done this in the sun. Anyway, I'm setting up my Rachio. I'm telling it to join my Wi-Fi network. Alright, it turned white. Now the third bar is lit up. That means it's trying to join my Wi-Fi network. There's the fourth bar trying to communicate to the mothership and do any kind of updates. Adding controller to Wi-Fi. Activating the controller. Alright, I got the blue bar. That's a good thing. That means it is set up. Okay, then it tells me a little bit about the entire Weather Intelligence Plus Then set up my zones. This is the first thing I need to do. What am I going to call it? I'm just going to call it home. I don't ever intend to have more than one controller, but you never know. Ready to go outside. Okay, so I know I only have 6 zones, so I'm going to say disable zone 7, and I'm going to say disable zone 8. Now zone 1, I know, is my front. So I'm going to say test the zone. It will run a quick run for 1 minute. Let's see. Here you can see zone 1 is working from my phone. I don't need to do anything. Okay. I'm going to say yes, it is watered. Should I take a picture? Yeah, this is fun. I could do this. And just kind of do this. Boom. There's my photo. Alright, so this is important too. So I have cool season grass, and that's what this zone is. It is rotor heads. And let's see here. It is not that. I think I've got clay. I'm going to verify that with a soil probe, but it just doesn't drain very well, so I'm going to say clay. It does get lots of sun, and it is reasonably flat. Okay, the zone is complete. Now, I'm actually going to pause and put the rest of the controller together because I'm done out there. And now we're going to have a helicopter. Recording. Thanks. So I'm just going to add a very simple flex daily schedule. This is the easiest one there is, and it just basically delegates everything to Rachio. If you don't want to worry about watering your lawn, just let Rachio deal with it, and it will take care of it. So I'm going to say next. I'm just going to call this Flex Daily. Any days I want it to end before sunrise. I like that the best. And it's going to start today and end never. Now, of course, I'm in New Jersey, so I will stop it when it doesn't need watering anymore somewhere after I'm done seeding and the seeds come in and, you know, all that. I'm just going to leave it at Smart Cycle. I leave all the defaults on. I did a really good video that compared the Rachio Gen 2 to Gen 3, and that shows you how to set up the Gen 3 and everything there is to know about it. I will link to that up there and down in the video description, so check that one out. But for now, that's it for me. The enclosure is installed, my Rachio is set up, and I am good to go. I don't have to worry about watering my lawn anymore. Thanks for watching, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in the next one.